So, Anu, if you don't mind, you can chant.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, Anu. So, we did an introduction of chapter 5. One thing I just want you to remember is we talked about what is sannyasa and 5 different types of sannyasa. Everybody remembering that? So the literal meaning of the word sannyasa, you're giving up something, you're renouncing something. That's all it means. Depending upon what you renounce, the sannyasa can be different. Isn't it? If you remember. So we said the sannyasa can be of 5 types. There are 5 different meanings for the word sannyasa. On the literal sense, the word sannyasa means a person who is a lazy fellow, who don't want to do any work, who renounced his karma, who is sitting in a home doing nothing. He said, we joked as a couch potato. That type of person, it's a kind of sannyasa. Second level of sannyasa, we said, a person who takes the lifestyle of a sannyasi. That is also sannyasa. Sannyasa as a lifestyle. So he is not self-realized. He is not got moksha or anything like that. But he adopted a lifestyle to pursue the spiritual path exclusively. So that's a lifestyle sannyasa. So those are the people we see with orange robe and everything. So that's lifestyle sannyasi. Third category, a person who is renouncing the binding attachments for the results of the action. That is a karma yogi. A karma yogi who offers his results of action to Bhagavan, he is also a kind of sannyasi. And the fourth kind of sannyasi is a person who has surrendering the sense of doership to Ishvara. Those 2 are karma yogis. And finally, we said the last category of the sannyasi is the person who has renounced his identity from the body and the mind and the non-atma and get connected with the real atma. So whenever we see the meaning the word sannyasi in Bhagavad Gita, definitely it is not related to the first meaning, the couch potato, but it could be the other, one of the other 4. So we need to be very careful to put in context what exactly Krishna means. Otherwise, it is going to be confusing. And that's exactly the confusion Arjuna had. Because in the previous few chapters, Krishna already highlighted and tried to differentiate what is means he said there is means you will have to go through karma yoga before getting into sannyasa. So all that point was discussed, because in third chapter Arjuna asked, right, you say knowledge is greater than the action, and you're asking me to act rather than taking up knowledge. So Krishna said anybody and everybody has to go through this the path of action, and then only you can pursue the path of knowledge. But that was clear. But now the question is, which lifestyle is better? Arjuna thought Krishna praised the lifestyle of a sannyasi rather than a karma yogi or a householder from that perspective. So understand that there are two things. One is a lifestyle. You can approach the spiritual path as a sannyasi or as a grihastha, no problem. But so the choice, there is a choice given in the lifestyle, but there is absolutely no choice give in the steps. The steps was yoga followed by knowledge. Karma yoga, upasana yoga combination followed by knowledge. There is no choice in that. So if you keep this point in mind, there won't be any confusion. But Arjuna got confused there, and that's where the chapter begins. So we will start the first verse. So let's start with the first verse. I know if you could chant the first verse, we will go from there.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Panchamodhyayah Karma Sannyasa Yogaha Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekam Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam.
So this chapter opens up with a question from Arjuna. And Arjuna asks, because the confusion is again on these wording, right? So the first sentence is Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna said. And what is Arjuna said? Arjuna said, Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punar yogam cha samshati. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punar yogam cha shamshati. Shamshati means prashamsati. So Krishna, you praised sannyasam shamshasi. So you praised the sannyasa. If you remember the previous chapter, Krishna praised the sannyasa. When Krishna was praising sannyasa, he was not intending the lifestyle sannyasa. He was only intending the sannyasa definition number 3, which is renouncing the fruits of action, the attachment to the fruits of action, renouncing the sense of doership, and renouncing the identity of the body and the mind. Krishna used the word sannyasa in that sense, but Arjuna thought that it is a lifestyle. So that's where the confusion happened. So Arjuna asked the question, Krishna, sannyasam shamshasi. So you praised sannyasa. And then what happened? Karmanam prashamsati. Karmanam punar yogam prashamsasi. So you initially praised sannyasa, and then you praised karma yoga. So then he asked, right? I'm confused. Should I adopt the lifestyle of a sannyasi, or should I adopt the lifestyle of a grihastha? I'm confused. Yet shreyam means etareo ekam. So please clearly define one which is good for me. Tanme bruhi sunishchitam. So clearly tell me which one of this is better, which is beneficial for me. This is the question, right? You speak and talk about sannyasa, and then you say that yoga, the path of grihastha, is also great. I want to understand which is good. This is the question. So let me pause here. Do you have any doubt on the question? What exactly was the question? And also I wanted to understand, are you clear with Arjuna's question on chapter 3 versus chapter 5? Chapter 3 opens up with a similar question. The question was, chapter 3, the question was what?
Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga.
Karma Yoga, exactly. Which one is better? Whether I should pursue the path of knowledge or path of action? And here the question is, which lifestyle I should pursue? The lifestyle of a sannyasi or the lifestyle of a grihastha? Which is important. So what is the answer for the third chapter's question? Which is preferred? Should I pursue knowledge or should I pursue yoga? What is the answer?
Both.
Both.
Yoga.
First yoga, followed by knowledge. The answer is both. You need both. Everybody, do you have a choice? Should I say that first 5 people go to jnana and the next 5 people go to yoga? Or if you are emotional, go to, or if you are physically active, go to yoga. And if you are intellectually oriented, go to jnana. If you say that, that is wrong. The reason why I'm telling is that a lot of people use that expression in Hinduism. For the emotional people, it is bhakti, they say. For the intellectual people, it is jnana. Action-oriented people, it is karma. And for some people, it is Raja Yoga. So there is a misconception. That is not what Swami Vivekananda meant. A lot of people put the blame on Swami Vivekananda. Definitely that was not his intention. His bhakti has 2 levels, para bhakti, abala bhakti. So just wanted to make sure that you are all clear with the definition. So there is absolutely no choice in the steps. Everybody has to follow Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga, followed by Jnana Yoga. The purpose is very clear. Karma Yoga, Upasana Yoga is going to purify the mind, right? The Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Sthiti will be provided, and the knowledge is going to remove the veil of ignorance, right? So Mala Nivritti, Vikshepa Nivritti, Avarana Nivritti. Everybody needs all. So there is absolutely no choice in the steps. Everybody has to pursue everything. But what is the question on chapter 5, if you remember? How do I approach the spiritual path? What is the choice of lifestyle? Should I need to be a sannyasa lifestyle? That means sannyasa type number 2. Should I adopt the lifestyle of a sannyasi? Or should I adopt the lifestyle of a grihastha? Which is better? What is the answer? There is a choice. It's up to your mental temperaments. If you want, you can approach the spiritual life as a grihastha, householder. If you want, you can approach the life as a sannyasi, lifestyle sannyasi. Here means, let me always qualify that with lifestyle sannyasi. Both are okay. So absolutely there is a choice in the lifestyle, and there is no choice in the steps. Is this clear? If this is clear, the Gita is, half of the Gita is clear. So this is the point, right? There are 2 lifestyles. One is the lifestyle of a sannyasi, the lifestyle is of a grihastha. Both has these 2 steps, yoga and knowledge. Both lifestyles will go through yoga and knowledge. Now, which is a better lifestyle? Sannyasa seems to be a better lifestyle for a lot of people. Why? For the spiritual people. What is the benefit, advantage and disadvantage of sannyasa lifestyle? Any thought? Suppose you are determined, your primary goal is the spiritual goal of life. Can you take up the sannyasa? Yeah, sannyasa lifestyle has its own advantage. Absolutely no responsibility. You don't need to take care of the family. You are not, you've been so many, you're free from responsibilities. But what is the disadvantage?
If one is not, if one's temperament is not
It's hard to follow that lifestyle, cutting off from the world. That is number one. Number two is there is no security.
Security?
Security in the sense, like you don't have savings, you don't have life insurance. Of course, modern times that happens, but conventionally, nothing.
And isn't that there is one more reason, like you are exposed to different situations where you grow also, right? And a householder, you have more opportunity to have those situations
Correct.
where you could spiritually grow.
Yeah, that is true. So see, depending upon that type of personality you are, right? So you just close your eyes and think through that. Am I enjoying a restaurant? Am I enjoying a movie? Am I enjoying going out with friends? If those things are there, the other lifestyle is not for you. So 0.0001% are born with an inclination, or their exclusive inclination is spiritual studies, nothing more. Such people, the lifestyle of sannyasa benefit.
Yeah.
So most of the misconception is, a lot of people think that the lifestyle of sannyasa is an absolute must-have for the highest spiritual realization. No, that is wrong. We will see in the next verse, but that's one point. So who judges? Who would be the right person? Here is some some revolutionary teachings are coming in the upcoming verse, but at this point of time, please understand that there are two lifestyles, and these two lifestyles are equally okay, completely okay. But both the lifestyles, even if you go as a lifestyle sannyasi, the question is, right, if you are a lifestyle sannyasi, can you skip karma yoga? No, you have to follow karma yoga. Just by changing the cloth, you won't get the chitta shuddhi or chitta sthiti. Got it? Okay.
So Rajesh, going back to your point of like the sannyasi would need insurance, like security and all that kind of things. But in the past, I mean, our old days, like couple of generations before, the sannyasis would just like look for only the food for morning and the evening, going 4-5 homes and getting
right.
whatever.
Sanjay, you misunderstood me. I misspoke, right? I said no security for sannyasi. No, I put that word no initially. So they don't, their next meal itself is uncertain.
Yeah, true.
So if you are worried, right, what I'm going to do in the winter, what am I going to do for my healthcare benefits, right? If I get sick, how do I get my next meal? Even if I get a picture, it may not be the right meal I want. If you have such preferences, this lifestyle is not.
That's true.
But only if somebody is ready to be in that kind of, lifestyle, one should be going through that kind of lifestyle, right?
Exactly. That is what the sannyasa is meant for.
Yeah. So then they wouldn't have any, then they shouldn't, or they wouldn't have any such kind of.
But practically, is that what happens? So I had a chance to visit Rishikesh, all the different ashrams there in 2018. So one thing you can see in Rishikesh, anybody visiting Rishikesh, just go to Kailash ashram. You can see most of the monks will be 16, 12, 11, 10. My question is, Shankaracharya comments here also, bottom line. When a lot of kids, out of their initial enthusiasm, think that this is my lifestyle. Well, I'm not blaming anybody, right? I'm just pointing out to you a fact. Get into sannyasa without experiencing the life. There are good people, like even Shankaracharya himself took sannyasa at the age of 6. So that is perfectly fine. But lot of people get into sannyasa without that maturity. And what is going to happen to such people? This is a one-way path. Once you get in there, technically it is very difficult to get out. You get frustrated. So you won't get the benefit of sannyasa, and you bring disgrace to that lifestyle. There are a lot of people. It's not common in our tradition itself, right? Every tradition has that. Look at Catholic Church. So look at the child abuses and everything that is happening there. Right? A person who is not meant for this lifestyle demands certain thing. If other people by mistake or by force or by compulsion get into that lifestyle, it will be a problem.
It shouldn't be at all that way, right? Because I don't know how, then it would be a torture for the candidate, right? So
that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens in a lot of cases. So I've read Swami Tadatmananda's autobiography where we talks. It's a beautiful book. Anybody wants to read, you can read that book. It's a brilliant book. It's called The Roar of the Ganges. He talks very honestly about the challenges one has, everything. And even in that book, he described his conversation with a lot of young monks. A lot of monks get frustrated. They cannot progress on their path. It is very hard. So that's why I remember very clearly monks like Swami Chinmayananda or Swami Dayananda, they give sannyasa only to the right candidate. So emotionally, you should be ready for that lifestyle. I still remember Swami Dayananda always used to tell, you don't need to be a scholar of Vedanta. You don't need to know everything. That all you can learn. But if you are not emotionally connected with this lifestyle, if you cannot adapt to this lifestyle, getting sannyasa can be disastrous, meaning the lifestyle sannyasa can be disastrous. So he always used to say, check two things. One is the person emotionally connected to sannyasa? If that person is ready for sannyasa. Second thing is anybody else dependent upon him? Right? Suppose he has a wife and kid. If he goes to sannyasa, he used to discourage. He never used to give sannyasa to such people. So this is a food for thought, and just look what Krishna is going to say. He already clearly answers in the next upcoming verses. But this is an important topic. Please be clear. Who means what is a lifestyle sannyasi, and also keep those 5 different meaning of the word sannyasa. So now let's see the next verse, and Anu, let's chant that.
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaramubhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate.
Revolutionary teaching. Revolutionary teaching. So Krishna said, so Arjuna asked, what is better? Which lifestyle is better? What is your expectation? You may say, what do you think Krishna will say? Maximum you would say that lifestyle means both are equally good. That's what he's going to say, but you will be surprised by his answer. So he said, first sentence, Sri Bhagavan Uvaja. So Sri Bhagavan said, what? He said, Upau. Upau means both. Sannyasam cha, karma yogam cha. Nishre means nishreyasa karao. So he said, both sannyasa and the grihastha lifestyle leads to the ultimate destination of spiritual path, which is the nishreyas. Nishreya means it is the moksha. So he said, the lifestyle of a sannyasa and the lifestyle of a householder both lead you to the highest possibilities of life. So the lifestyle, it doesn't matter which one you pick. So that is point number one. And second point he said, but tu, tayo, out of these two, karma yoga, the lifestyle of a householder. Here the word karma yoga means the lifestyle of a householder. So vishishyate is better than karma sannyasa. But here he said, for you people, for most of the people in this world, the lifestyle of karma yoga or the householder is better than the lifestyle of a sannyasa. So I know that answers your question, right? So for us, what is the better lifestyle? 100% Krishna is without any ambiguity. He tells the lifestyle of a karma yogi is better than karma yogi means the householder. The lifestyle of a householder is better than the lifestyle of a sannyasi. Sannyasa karma yogascha nishreyas karang bhubhav. So both sannyasa and the lifestyle of a householder can lead you to the highest possibilities of life. And but in this context, for you people, for most of the people, Krishna tells the lifestyle of a householder is better. Because why? We are not fit for the other lifestyle, or we are not ready for the other lifestyle. Clear? So I still remember when we started Gita class in medicine, somebody was telling me that, okay, at some point of time, you have to take the life of a sannyasi, the lifestyle sannyasi, otherwise you won't get moksha. The answer is very clear. Krishna has already answered very well. No, you can either be a sannyasa lifestyle or you can be a householder lifestyle. Both leads to the same destination. And if you ask me which is good for you guys, I would say the lifestyle of a householder is better than the lifestyle of a sannyasi. Revolutionary teaching, right? So I talked about this earlier, right? So certain religious traditions overemphasize the need of a sannyasi. For example, Buddhism and Jainism. You can see that at certain point of time, like the Buddhism and Jainism, they say even to the extent they believed that only sannyasis will get self-realization. There are certain culture where they completely say that this lifestyle is not at all required. For example, Islam. In Islam, the concept of a lifestyle sannyasi is not there. In Sikhism, the lifestyle of a the lifestyle sannyasi lifestyle is not there. You can see even the gurus, like all these gurus were married and they were householders. So there are certain religious traditions which overemphasize the lifestyle of a sannyasi, and there are certain religious traditions which undermines the need of a lifestyle sannyasi. But here you have the choice. It's up to you. You can approach the spiritual path either as a householder or as a sannyasi. It's up to you. It is more than your wish. It is your fitness. Are you fit to become a sannyasi? Go for it. It's good. So In other words, Swami Chinmayananda brilliantly tells, the road is the same, because you have to go through Karma Yoga, you have to go through Upasana Yoga. You can pass through that road either through the vehicle of a lifestyle sannyasi or through the vehicle of a householder. Both are fine. Once again, the key point to remember is that there is a choice in the lifestyle, but there is no choice in the steps. Clear? Okay. So if that is the case, sorry. Oh, deleted the slide 3. Okay. So this is 3. Sorry, even though I named the title as 4, it is 3. Sorry. So let's go to the next verse. And could you please chant?
Yeyassa nitya sannyasi yo natveshti na kankshati nidvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate.
Another beautiful verse which tells who is the real sannyasi. It's not the lifestyle sannyasi, right? So sorry, I think I made a mistake. Okay, so the sentences typed are wrong. Let me go back. I think I messed up. Yep. No. Yeah, I messed it up. Sorry. So I'll explain this. That's fine. So Krishna tells, Nyeya sa nitya sannyasi. Know that he is he established in sannyasa. Who? Yo na dveshtasi, deshti na kamshasi. The one who is not bound by the likes and dislikes. So Krishna tells, he is the real sannyasi. It is not the lifestyle that clearly defines. When I say sannyasa, Krishna tells, I do not meant the lifestyle sannyasi. In the 4th chapter and the 3rd chapter, wherever I use the word sannyasa, I meant only the person who is not bound by likes and dislikes. What would be the characteristics of that sannyasi? Nirdvanto hi mahabaho. He is nirdvantva. Nirdvantva means he is not addicted to the pairs of opposites. Pairs of opposites means what? Likes and dislikes, right? Raga, dvesha, that's all. So a person who is equanimous, who is not addicted to anything, whenever I say sannyasi, that is what I meant, Krishna tells. So, Nyeya sa nitya sannyasi. Know that that person is ever, he will be ever a sannyasi. Yo na dveshti na kamshasi. Who is not bound by attachment and aversions. Raga dvesha. Kamshasi means the what the desires. Dveshtati means what I don't want. And he always established in nirdvandva. Nirdvandva means he will be free. Dvandva means pairs of opposite. He will be always free from the pairs of opposite. And what is going to happen to that person? Nirdvanto hi mahabahu. Sukham bandha anupashyati. He will attain he will be freed from all bondage and he will experience the ultimate happiness. That means he will be leading himself towards moksha. So that's the clarification. So Krishna understood that. Why Arjuna got confused, why Arjuna means all of us got confused, is because he was using the word sannyasa, and for Arjuna and for all of us, the word sannyasa means only lifestyle sannyasi. And because of that, actually he got confused and he clarifies, no, when I use the word sannyasi, remember the 5 definitions of sannyasi? Krishna definitely didn't mean the couch potato. Definitely he didn't mean the lifestyle sannyasi. So he was intending only the sannyasi number 3, sannyasi number 4, or sannyasi number 5. Sannyasi number 3 means the person who has given up the attachment to the fruits of action. Sannyasi number 4 means the person who has given up the sense of worship, and the person who has given up the identity with the body and the mind. He can be a householder, or he can be a sannyasi. He can be a man, he can be a woman, he can be a brahmana, he can be a chandala, he can be a king, he can be anybody. It doesn't matter. He is the real sannyasi.
Rajesh, just one clarification. So in that sense, this closely actually resembles a karma yogi himself, right? Like
It
when
is
we
karma.
say that, yeah,
It is
so
karma.
it is, so they are like kind of like, yeah, when you go to that kind of sannyasa,
Yeah.
that means it is a karma yogi. So
It
they are
is
like,
a karma. Absolutely, 100%. So you can be in that state of a karma yogi. Remember, right? You can be in that state of karma yogi either through the lifestyle sannyasi or as a householder. So this sannyasa Krishna is referring, it is achievable by both the people. That is the point Krishna is telling, right? So that is the essence of this. So it's a revolutionary teaching. So you don't need to change the color of your clothes. Nothing. You can be a sannyasi in that sense. This is the real sannyasi. Now, the next verse is very interesting. Krishna adds a little bit more clarity to this topic. So here, like sannyasa can be used for a lifestyle as well as the end goal. The one who gained the self-knowledge is sannyasi, or the one who is means renounced, means has that mental equanimity is sannyasi. So let's go to the 4th verse. So I know if you can chant this 4th verse.
Sankhya yoga pruthak balaha pravadanti na panditaha ekamapyasthita samyak ubhayor vinnate phalam.
So Krishna beautifully sums it up, right? He tells Sankhya yogo pruthak bala pravadanti na panditaha. So Krishna tells Sankhya and yoga are the 2 words used here. The word Sankhya here indicates that the lifestyle sannyasi, and the word yoga here indicates that the lifestyle karma yogi. So Prithak Bala. So Krishna said, only Bala, it is childish to say that this lifestyle sannyasi and the lifestyle householder leads to different destination. So if anybody tells that the lifestyle of a sannyasi is leading you to a different destination compared to the lifestyle of a karma yogi or a householder, that is wrong. It is childish. That is the word he used. You know the word bala. Bala means what? Child. So Krishna says that there is nothing wrong in being a child, but childishness, that is what is indicated here. So he tells it is childish to say that the path of sannyasa leads to a different destination compared to the path of yoga. He tells pravadanti na pandidaha. The pandidas, the learned people, won't say that, because the learned people know that both sannyasa and karma yoga goes to the same destination. So he tells, then he ekat apyasthite samyat upayor vindade phalam. Both these paths leads to the same destination. So you can pursue your life as a householder. You can pursue your life as a sannyasi. Both will lead to the same destination of moksha. Again, it is the same idea. Krishna is repeating it, right? So the whole idea of these 4 verses, Arjuna's question was, which lifestyle is good for me? Should I take the lifestyle of a sannyasi or should I take the lifestyle of a karma yogi? Krishna said, it doesn't matter. Whatever fits for you, take that lifestyle. That's it. Because both these lifestyle leads up to the same destination. This is the essence of these 4 verses. So let's chant these 4 verses and then we can go to the Q&A mode. And if you don't mind, could you please chant these 4 verses?
Yeah. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha Atha Panchamodhyayah Karma Sannyasa Yogaha Arjuna Uvacha Sannyasam Karmanam Krishna Punaryogam Cha Shamsasi Yachreya Etayorekam Tanme Bruhi Sunishchitam. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Sannyasah Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaravubhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate Nyeyassa Nitya Sannyasi Yo Natveshti Nakangshati Nirdvandho hi mahabaho Sukham bandhat pramuchyate Sankhya yogau prithak balaha Pravadanti na panditaha Ekamapyasthita samyak Ubhayor vindate phalam.
Even if you practice one, you will get the benefit of both. In other words, you will reach the same destination. So let's not worry about the lifestyle sannyasi. And all of us, we are not lifestyle sannyasis. We are householders, but just know that the entire possibilities available to the sannyasis is equally available to us, and we should be able to reach our final destination.